An Australian defeat, more on the mind than on the field. We lost because we told ourselves we lost. Leo Tolstoy. For those wondering how the visiting Australians were vanquished by the Indians in 2.5 days in the first test in Nagpur, this quote said everything. Australians arrived in India with a negative mindset and their diffidence was written all over in their decision to avoid practice matches in India. Even after batting first after winning the toss, their confused mindset was obvious in the lack of footwork of their openers, Warner and Khwaja, and the way they got out cheaply to Indian seamers. The turn extracted by Jadeja on the first ball bowled by a spinner in this test match worried them. Though Labuschagne and Smith showed glimpses of their caliber, Jadeja ran through to finish off the Australian innings on the first day itself, and a total of 177 was not enough on this pitch, which posed no challenges to the batsmen. Rohit Sharma gave India a flying start, and the struggling KL Rahul on the other end raised the eyebrows of even his die-hard fans. Rahul's selection over informed Shubman Gill puzzled many and created debates in social media. Though Rohit Sharma scored a fine century, Pujara, Kohli and Surya failed to capitalize, and Australia looked like coming back, but rearguard action by Jadeja, Akshar and Shami quelled all Australian hopes. Debutant Murphy found Nagpur conditions to his liking, but Leon's inability to utilize the conditions hurt Australians more. A lead of 223 on a spin-friendly Nagpur pitch was a match-winning one. Those who expected the Australians, known for their aggressive cricket, to stage a fight back were disappointed with the way they batted in the second innings. Australians looked mentally outplayed, and the same pitch where Akshar and Shami batted with ease against Australian spinners looked unplayable when Indian spinners bowled. Ashwin in the second innings did the role played by Jadeja in the first innings, and Shami finished off the tail and proved that this pitch had something for fast bowlers too. ICC's disciplinary action against Jadeja for applying painkiller cream on his bowling finger without permission marred his remarkable comeback with a man-of-the-match performance. Though some former Australian players and foreign media cribbed a lot about Nagpur pitch prior to the test match, those seemed to affect Australian players more than Indians. Even though the match ended in 2.5 days, this was attributed more to the lackadaisical performance of Australians than to the pitch, which was never unplayable. Practicing in scuffed pitches in Australia and batting against those who mimic Ashwin's action didn't seem to help Australians. This Australian team doesn't look mentally strong like their predecessors, and this Nagpur test loss should hurt Australia badly since they lost the match mentally before it started. Unless they do something drastic to change their mindset and come back in the remaining 2 test matches with a positive mindset, winning Border Gavaskar Trophy this time will remain a distant dream. Written by Prasad Moyarad.